It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, Maiyegun don't come, my people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Politico, Maiyegun don't come, this one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, and in the touchlight every corner, Maiyegun don't come. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder, Maiyegun don't come, my people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come, this one not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, Maiyegun don't come, my people make you shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun diary Politico, Maiyegun don't come, this man not the off in mind, Maiyegun don't come, aha, now you don't hear all these bad politicians, them we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want make the common man get what he supposed get for this country. And I never hear something. Now go hear one, Maiyegun, you go show na paper. Maiyegun diary Politico. So my people make you shout, Maiyegun don't come.
I don't read social media anymore. They abuse the hell out of me. If I read it, I get high blood pressure. I get angry. I don't read it. So, if I want to hear anything, my children or any of my workers will tell me, this one say this one. If I'm tired, I say, please, forget it. I don't read social media anymore. They abuse the hell out of me.
Hello there.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, àmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live.
Lórí YouTube, Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun. ti dá wa sí. MaiyegunDiary na ibi number 1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. MaiyegunDiary.
Thank you so much for joining me. Please let me know if this audio is perfect, if the video is all right before we continue. If we experience any kind of freezing or what have you, I'll deal with that. I've provided alternative. Share this broadcast.
Politico, Godfatherism, kò sí lọ́rọ̀ MaiyegunDiary, ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹ́gọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Thank you very much. Share the broadcast. Read the caption. Read the description as well.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé.
Very sorry for that, interruption, sort of. So I have switched to the alternative. So let's get fully into the program now. Once again, thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are watching from. Okay, this is Maiyegun, of course, live, and tonight is an open mic where we will start taking calls as soon as possible. But I want to get everybody into the program first by giving you some key points or key events, okay, that you can, easily call on the program and express your own views. We call it open mic. So let's kind of get into it. If you have already shared this broadcast, thank you. And if you have subscribed onto my channel, YouTube, thank you. And if you are watching on MaiyegundsDiary Politico on Facebook, I still kind of plead with all of you, please take your time and search for real MaiyegundsDiary Politico and follow me there, please. I don't know how I'm going to get all of you back on there, so that all this restriction that you can't share, you can't comment, you can't like in so many, in fact, you don't even receive notifications on so many occasions, right? Go and follow down my new page on Facebook and you won't miss anything, right? Yes, a lot happened in the last few days. A lot of them have, in fact, they have, impacted in the lives of millions of people, which a lot of you watching me right now could possibly attest to. But there are other news too, that kind of make or feel good news. For example, Autumn has been arrested. Sure, you get. And people can begin to build, why. I mean, why did they arrest Autumn and they have not arrested them with a wiki and the rest of other, you know what I mean? Like all those sentiments. These are kind of news that, sweeten the belly of Nigerians who are kind of fond of them. So we'll talk about that. Buhari, the last time we saw Buhari was when they said he was flying to Niger Republic. And this was just few days after Tinubu was sworn in. Then from Niger Republic, they saw Buhari on the street of London. Waiting Megida, Megoro they look for in London. So this time, just to show that he is now just like me and you to some extent, right? So you could walk on many streets now in London and just walk straight into Buhari. So, and while the people who walked with him, majority of them have, according to report, they have been told not to leave Nigeria. Now, that Buhari is in London means that some of them, they escaped the Nigeria or Tinubu's DSS. They escaped them with Buhari to London. So we'll talk about that. And then you will tell me what you think, by the way, yeah? So, Tinubu, who has been making announcements, and it's been like announcement upon announcement, this time around, they're like sacking, the power to hire and fire is now with Kolu, and he has exercised that power in the last few days when they call what they call the Hurricane Tinubu. That's the hurricane that sacked all the service chiefs in Nigeria, but not without the same reactions. Who are the new ones? Where are they coming from? So tonight, I'll help you kind of, get to know them, know all this, the stories around them. So that when you want to call in, you can help us add yours and all that. Okay? And Emefiole, who has become the scapegoat. Those who stole Nigeria, Buhari and his family and his friends who stole Nigeria, they are currently on the move, kind of. I don't want to say they are on the run. But in Nigeria, Tinubu don't tie Emefiole down like goats. So Emefiole is going to be the scapegoat, the new Dasuki. I want you to remember that, okay? When you call in. The new police IG appointed by Kolu happened to be Kolu's Maigard. Once upon a time, Maigard. Like your security. Sure you get. So, he's going to be in charge of your police in Nigeria. It's the police IG. And his own first statement is that he is already feeling like a tiger to go after criminals in Nigeria. Wow. Tiger IG or IG Tiger. Don't worry. Welcome to the party. It is a cash out time. They say na loyalty here and there anyway. So yeah. But when Kolu made the announcement, right? Shitty Boy was the one to decorate him. I believe say maybe when he smoke within Shitty Man, they smoke. That's why they said he felt like a tiger. They will unleash him on a lot of you. He's not coming to capture criminals. He's coming to capture a lot of you who are going to be criticizing Tinubu. Of course now. Buhari did same. He no do same. So when they put this on him and decorated him, he turned around and he said he feels like a tiger that is willing and ready to devour for this man. Remember that when you call in, okay? And as the hardship, reactions to the subsidy removal, 40% electricity tariff increase, 7.5% VAT increase, and so many other things that are now making, the price of food stuff to start getting a kind of, getting out of hand. So, some people said, if you by any chance stumble on this card, your problem may likely be half over. So remember that. So, and also, part of other things that you should have in mind tonight, I have put all of that in that description, by the way, so I'm reading some up. Autumn is in the EFCC den. Bawa is in DSS den. Emefiole is in DSS den. And somebody like this is already telling the Nigerian security forces that with President Kolu, how they come back to their hand? But that's not the one. This particular one is like before now. Somebody like this coming to protect you soon.
You take your leprosy hand to write. You don't have respect for the people who bought your father. Is it every Calabar man that is a Calabar man? Do you know your roots? That you talk to me. You don't know that people own this Calabar. You are law-abiding. Igbos, I don't know them. I don't know where they come from. Because I know that if not for British intervention, I would still be selling them. The way my father sold them. Now, look at you people in Igbo land. Look at how you are dying. Woto. You are talking. You will do video to sell that Elijah has run away. You don't see me? I don't run. Hey! Leave me alone. You don't see me? I don't run. On our head, no correct. On our head, no correct. The bill is on and they look for who go finish on her.
Now, I have been kind of hearing this before, and I just haven't really emphasized them more on it because I don't have any evidence. Here you get. Right now, I still don't have any evidence. Or maybe if I tell you this theory, some of you who actually know better may call on this program tonight and give us further details, like things probably I don't know. When this Asari Dokubo started this online war with the IPOB and Igbos on social media, I kind of just felt like, I don't know if some of you remember that time, you'll be attacking the IPOB, saying all manner of things. That's one of the videos, right? And then people will be like saying same thing to him. We'll deal with you. If we catch you, you'll be this, you'll be that, on social media. And he said a lot of things, okay? But around that time, I just felt like, people were supposed to be like, we should know better, like people you will see us and say like elders. There are some certain things you don't get so deeper and deeper involved, like something like this on social media. Like, that maturity, that even if you know things, right? Maturity is what will make you feel like nobody should put their fingers in your mouth with your age, your experience, and maybe your exposure too. That kind of, But when that way, when Asari, Alhaji Asari was kind of like firing back threats, yeah, they are IPOB, supposed IPOB members on social media, they are firing him back too. Like they are all doing videos. So there was no unknown gunmen in Igbo land, in Biafra land, not a single one. Until this social media fight escalated in 2021. It escalated to threats upon threats, threat versus threat. And somehow, there were kind of an impression at a point that it was closer to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which there are also videos that he did, right? To try and separate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from those who were abusing him. Then he lost it, and it was like Nnamdi Kanu was the one sending them to attack him. Now, cutting the long story short, yeah, by 2021, right, the speculation of possibility of a kind of reconciliation to be led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu between him and then Asari Dokubo. Something like that, right? Pieces of information, like I said, though. Then suddenly, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got kidnapped in Kenya. Like, how could that even happen? So, you remember that some IPOB members were already at loggerhead with Asari, threatening of if they see him, if they catch him, if they do this and that, threatening themselves, showing themselves guns on social media. Nnamdi Kanu kidnapped. Asari Dokubo was one of those people who gave hints that there were plans to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu before that happened. And if you remember this, right? Then when Nnamdi Kanu got kidnapped, Asari Dokubo was one of those who came out to say, didn't I tell you? He gloated he gloated on it, he did, that. But again, you could possibly have seen it at the time as social media, this Jari is just embarrassing himself. It's just this and that. But immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got kidnapped and brought to Nigeria from nowhere. IPOB members that have been illegally kidnapped in Nigeria called it arresto. In their thousands, secretly, they have been led to different slaughterhouses in Nigeria, jails, where they were locked up. Are you with me? There were no any single protest or any fight anywhere in Igbo land. Nowhere. Nnamdi Kanu got kidnapped. There were nothing, no action, no protest, no fight, nothing. No. People decided, because that's what they expected, so that they could use that as the reason why they are trying to bring security to Eastern Nigeria, because IPOB members, they are destroying properties, they are killing people because of Nnamdi Kanu. So when that didn't happen, and everybody was just like, free Nnamdi Kanu, free Nnamdi Kanu. Some people were laughing, mocking them, and on all of that. The Nnamdi Kanu that put together the ESN, and there has never been any single report of crime committed by this ESN. No, because I'm telling you to go back and check now, in case if you have forgotten. Good. There's suddenly some very armed thugs dressing as like terrorists. You know what I mean? Different kind of uniforms that are in no way have never been seen with any activity of IPOB at all. Even when they came out to display their ESN, we started seeing different, you know what I mean? And it was the moment of social media frenzy. You could make a lot of money by telling the world the person that you are actually not. Arrogating the power you have, you don't have, to yourself. It was like an easy sell. So these guys were committing crime. And on that same blogo space, right? You are seeing those who are disguising as members of IPOB, celebrating those they call unknown gunmen. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So if you come out to say, no, it's not IPOB, you will see some people that you are like, they are supposed to be IPOB, they will attack you, you get out, we are dealing with them, we'll deal with our leader that you arrested. And I was I was studying that. I was like, if Buhari will no like, Buhari will won't use any opportunity to kill Igbos, any chance. Nnamdi Kanu, because of microphone and camera phone, and the Facebook page, YouTube page, Buhari expended billions of your money hunting him, bribing people until he captured him. So they go come here say some Igbo, IPOB, they have guns, they have this and that, and they are attacking a particular place in Igbo land that they have already militarized. Every corner you turn to na checkpoint in Igbo land. Every corner you turn to. Especially since 2015. Everywhere you turn to. From Enugu to Ebonyi. From Ebonyi to Owerri, Imo. From Imo to Abia to Anambra. Everywhere you go see soldier. Different uniform. So some people are now together having guns. And they will operate. They will make videos of themselves. Intimidating armless people. Okay? Making video of that. We are telling you, we don't want any election in our land. We don't want kiniko. They were killing people. And the media quickly tagged them unknown gunmen. Nnamdi Kanu spoke from his detention through his lawyers that, number one, these criminals are not representing Igbo people. They are not in any way associated with IPOB. Now, why am I saying this? What I now figured out is that who are the unknown gunmen? What is the contract that the likes of Asari signed with Buhari that for 8 years, Asari was collecting a regular security payment from the government of Buhari, doing what? I don't know if you probably, they broke into prison in Owerri. It's not far from government house. It's not far from the military base. It's not far from the police headquarters. And they operated in that prison yard for over 5 hours. And there was no single response. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. So unknown gunmen, in my own theory, are the terrorists called militants from Niger Delta, led by the likes of Asari. They were given the free will, do this here, so that we can then bring the soldiers in. And when their soldiers come in, they go straight into civilian settlements, where old people, men, women, children, where they are sleeping, they will start shooting and killing them, burning their properties. The next news tomorrow morning. Unknown gunmen killed so politician. Unknown gunmen killed 3 people. Unknown gunmen. I mean, repeatedly they came out, they said, nobody will be a member of IPOB, no matter how angry you are. No matter how angry you are, you will never turn your weapon on another Igbo person in Igbo land, except you are those saboteurs that are really not doing it because of Biafra, but because they actually want you to help them do something to justify why they are killing the Igbos. I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? That's why I said it's a theory. What is that contract Asari Dokubo was doing? What role did Asari Dokubo play in the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu? And why is Nnamdi Kanu the number one topic he discussed with Tinubu when he met with him? And he told him, don't ever release him. Nnamdi Kanu supported NSAS. Do you know how many of those APC Egbekegbe members who also supported NSASI. Do you know how many members of your family from north and the south, from everywhere all over Nigeria, there were members that supported that NSASI? Eh? So, why? I mean, I'm just saying, Sha, anyway. I don't know. I thought you should enlighten me more on that. And when it comes to their court case as well, to their court case, there are updates there everywhere. Here you get. I'm going to probably share some with you, but I think we should just start taking calls, you know. Let's start the open mic. A lot of you have a lot of things to say, okay? Mine was just to get you into it, get us started. And then, all the rest go to join now. So if you are still watching me, please remember this theory of unknown gunmen that I just told you. I want you to sit down and reflect on it, okay? And think about all I said. And think, if the IPOB members you have met, like when the real people who are like, they have things to tell you, they are not rabble rousers. If you want to ask them that, tell us about Biafra, tell us how you are going to get Biafra, they will speak to you intelligently. They will talk to you about the process called referendum. They are not violent people, but they want a picture of violent people that to make it look like yes, we'll defeat Nigeria, we'll do this and that, because that's what they wanted to justify the state-sponsored genocide against the Igbos. See, people know they pretend anymore. You see that era when you'll be like, let us not try and shake any cock in the cock. Those era are gone, okay? Someone will start taking calls. Or should I show you Kolu when he was going to Paris today? I'll show you before I take calls, okay? This is Kolu when he was leaving for Paris.
Hey, sorry.
So you get, and this is Kolu after when he was boarding the plane. And this is Kolu when he arrived in Paris this evening. Oh, no, that's not the one. I'll show you. Yes, this one.
Where is these? Okay.
Welcome. We're very proud to have you. It's the president of Plaza.
How are you?
What's the name?
Sorry.
So, Kolu has landed in Paris safely, okay? And if you want to know the new service chiefs or the new security appointments he just made and where they come from, you can use this chart on your screen, okay? The new chief of, the new defense chief, which is chief of defense staff or something, right? That's from Kaduna, okay? The new air staff or chief of air staff is from Kano. The new police IG is from Ogun State. The new, what do you call this one? Is Army chief. I don't know. That one is from Oshun. The naval chief is from Enugu. They don't argue that one. Say whether it be majority or minority and what have you. So the chief of defense intelligence or something is from Cross River. National security advisor is from Adamawa and that is Nuhu Ribadu. What else do I need to show you quickly before I take calls? Right, the demolition of Alaba Market has been carried out. I think you should know, if you don't mind, before we take calls.
Thank you very much. Now, I assume office 3 years ago. I'll be rounding up by October. He assumed office 2 years ago. He assumed office not up to 1 year. We have the leadership of Alaba International Market. The Lagos State knows that we exist. The local government knows that we exist. Have they called the leadership of Alaba International Market and bring this into our notice? The answer is no. The answer is no. Look at the able men controlling this market. And that is why we have Alaba Market Task of Section Affairs. So that when there is problem, we go to the appropriate authorities. The day they came to my office, I was having a meeting, a joint meeting of the BOT, Header Council, and Elected Officers. I saw almost 100 armed mobile policemen. I came out to address them and said, this place is a marketplace, why are you frightening us? They said they have gone for demolition, these people are labga or whatever. I said, if you come to the leadership of Alaba and tell them, we will work hand in hand with you. We will not disturb the federal government from us, the government from doing their job. But at least you need to notify us. They will not call our people. Your own building is involved. Your own is involved. How do you go about it? Is it about, bringing it down, putting it to standard, or acquiring the necessary documents that is required for you to acquire? Or do they want to reclaim the land and give it to so-called their business counterpart that came out from China like I had, that want to develop multi-purpose? No problem. With time, the world will know if actually what they came for is for the dilapidated buildings, or they are giving this place for a foreigner to come and develop markets inside Alaba International Market. Let me tell you, I know about the question of Nigeria. I'm a political scientist. You understand? That's why I'm a trainer. I'm not a novice. Some of us are graduates, some of us are master degree holders. Now, what we practice in Nigeria is true federalism. If actually it's true federalism, an Igbo man can become a chairman in Ojo local government. The Yoruba man can become a chairman in any government in the Igbo land. So I don't discriminate. I'm a true Nigerian. So I don't believe in all those kind of rumors. Even me as a chairman, there are rumors flying out. Yeah, but I don't want to give ear to that kind of rumors. But I am talking about what is what doing is what doing.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind. Photo, not be juju be that. Sorry, oh. May God not allow them, make them kill you. 70 years old man. Oh. Now mumu na too much. You be mumu. You think say they wise.
So the update on the demolition of the market and the stores inside the Alaba International Market. There are other updates which are they are trying to chase the Igbos away, Igbo traders away as much as possible, and they are going to reallocate those places to new Chinese developers who are going to develop the areas and the rest of that, because they prefer to let the Chinese benefit what they said the Igbos are benefiting from Yoruba land. So it is a state-sponsored it's a state-sponsored policy. If the governor is denying, if all of them are, if you like, put yourself together, go and put money together, go and bribe the governor, they will still do what they would do. So there is a part, I think, is it where let me see if I still have that one. Hang on. I have removed it. So there is okay, hang on. So the part of what they are telling people is that they are demolishing this market because the structures are defective. The structures are bad. They need to rebuild them. Now, if you want to see an example of properties they are demolishing inside Alaba market, here is one. Sorry for the quality of the video, okay? People who are trying to remove their valuables from these new buildings, right? They are those who make this video to show you that, look at the building they said they want to demolish to renovate or something like that. But it's obvious. So if you are still an Igbo businessman in Lagos, and you are still not thinking that this is is the best time for you to start divesting your investments. Okay. Watch this.
Plaza Getao. Plaza Nova. Also now shop I could see. On your one and a hope to see protector your tier. Oi, Tinubu. What an artist in the Yoruba. Oi.
No. That's how we divide by.
Yeah, no, parapo. Huh? Eh, mas in case on, huh? That's yesterday, Donnie. What was it? How?
By boss going.
I got I was able to. Oi! No, what picture be?
Very sad indeed. But whether you are Igbo or you are not Igbo, if you are human with humanity in you, I just want to remind you that no matter how you feel, that is not the handiwork of the real Yorubas. Yorubas rejected APC, and you are all witnesses to that. When they went after the Igbos and then those who look like Igbos in Lagos, and they left the Yorubas, they still got trounced and defeated, which means Yoruba rejected them too. Again, we believe that once they are done with you, of course, like it is right now anyway. So I want you to remember that. I cannot in any way tell you how to feel towards this. But when people talk about one united Nigeria, one united this and that, I beg, to kind of disagree when I say things like that. And mind you, let me tell you something. When it comes to discussing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and then things that happened around that, yeah. Of course, I know some people, some recalcitrant wearies, okay, that indeed would tell me, Maiyegun, please don't put your mouth there. It's kind of, people are kind of always very careful to touch those, those kind of conversation. Not me. Sometimes, most times I don't kind of attract unnecessary drama, all right? But when you begin to read comments, when people say, Maiyegun, leave Igbo alone, Maiyegun, put your mouth in your this and that, it's because what I just said about the IPOB and other things you've heard, somehow, we may not sit down with whichever faction they probably presented themselves to be, all right? But I have people in the comment section, especially on YouTube, who are working with the spanners, all right? When you begin to see people commenting saying, Maiyegun, please mind your business, leave Igbo alone, leave Biafra alone, it's none of your business and all that nonsense, please don't engage them. Call those people with spanners, all right? And please get rid of them. They are distractors completely, all right? And they will say a lot of things that will, in fact, make you feel like, Shebi, we told you. Now, so the Igbos did no. Those are kind of useless wearies, all right? Once you read any comment of anybody that says, Maiyegun, mind your business, leave the IPOB alone, sure you get, just call those people with spanner and get rid of them. I'll do my best to get rid of them too, all right? Don't engage them. Don't. You would not probably like it. You won't like it. I know them very well. Don't give them that oxygen, right? Get rid of them. Thank you. Now, Going further, we have this guy who once said, Tinubu no supposed to meet them again. Sure you get? Tinubu no need to meet the House of Rep anymore. Whatever he wants, we agree. And Peter Obi, is a Labour Party House of Rep member. They call him Honorable Oga. I think after your tribunal, this and that, now this honorable you go want try to recall first. The obedient Abi. The guy don't drop another one. This one should get even more angrier. Just before you call in.
Once you're in this politics, don't lose hope. Don't think that if you don't win today, you will not win again. And once somebody have won the election, to be a good sports person, you must give the person support. For me, like I said earlier, last 2 weeks, that trended all over the world. When I told the people, election have come and gone. Now it's about governance. And whoever God has given that mandate to represent the people, you must respect that institution. Because today, why I'm representing you is that institution that brought me to this place. So for that reason, and that is why I always say, whoever that is in that seat, give the person that support. Until either court said otherwise or God said otherwise. We must put Nigeria first. Nigeria is more important than anybody. It's more important than me. If I was, in fact, let's leave that for another day, but I can tell you, it's only God.
The guy was like, don't let me talk again, because if I say what is in my mind. So you can react to that too when it gets to that point. I want a final one. And when it comes to the court issue, I've got some clips here that you can, just see the evidence. Evidence, so there is another one. And then the courtroom. Lord, my Lord, and the rest. Share you guys. And ma gist you about the court, or ma keep that one till when we start taking calls. So I am going to start taking calls now, and the number to call is on your screen, and it is WhatsApp call only. So if you want to call in, you call through the WhatsApp, and you can make your own contribution tonight. Okay, if you are one of those who are like the keypad warriors, I'm talking about the Agbadorians. Pick up the phone and call in. We'd love to hear from you too. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, thank you. So how are you feeling now?
Well, I think I'm getting better. I just need to eat more and possibly rest more. Hopefully, I can get back to shape. But yeah, I'm getting back.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God to see you. My name is Henry, though I'm calling from London.
Hi, Henry.
I tell you true. To be honest,
yes, sir.
When I speak now, there's a way like people like me will speak. People would think it's a Igbo guy. It's a Igbo guy. It's like I'm not a Igbo guy,
right?
But I feel so pain. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying?
I know.
But people like me, I feel pain. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I should even carry something and fight for these people because I'm a human being. So I don't know why, if you guys who don't want these people, the Igbos, let them go.
Let them go.
Let's just go. Why? Let me tell you something,
See, Baba, when they said the election is over, everybody should move on. Is that the same with this Alaba international market traders? Is election over?
I tell you,
Has everybody moved on?
I tell you know, look at the level of destruction.
Yes.
You know, people business, destroy like that. If you have mind, you have blood and water in your mind, you don't feel so pain for this type of thing. You feel it's nothing concern you. Some people's business being spoiled, that their source of income,
yes,
and that is aside. This Asaro Abikinokwe, Asaro Bikinokwe, Asaro Dokubo Abikinokwe.
Asari.
That guy, Asari or Asaro Dokubo. That guy, I tell you too, I can't blame him. What he said is the right thing. You know, it shows that he's your no government.
I mean,
he's your no government.
Get like he's bragging of his relationship with Buhari. There is a video where he said Buhari still pays him. They no born and where may no pay him. He go pay. He still pays me. There is a video. So what was he being paid for? And how much of this gun running is actually involved in? And the people around him, he always boss from one place to another. I mean, he boss these people to Abuja every now and then, and they are saying they are ready to do anything. These guys looks like those you would call unknown gunmen criminals. It's like nobody has been looking into that at all.
Of course, he said it when he was addressing the Nigerians through the presidency. When he said that he is the one that they are using to stop something in Imo State, to stop in Enugu, to stop in Abuja, everybody now can travel to this thing. That shows that he's working with the military. Is that a non-government? It's easy. You know, he's the one paid to do all those things. So I'm sorry, and he said something, their parents are selling the Igbos. That he was, God. I don't know what type of thing. Anyway, Maiyegun, thank you so much. I'm just feeling pain. I tell you too. Let me tell you, Nigeria, you know.
I know.
So, you know, I'm just feeling pain. Sorry for that.
Cheers, man.
Bye-bye.
Nice one. I mean, like I said, right? Pick anything you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be the same thing, and it can be the same thing. This is you expressing your own view. Hello there.
Hi, Maiyegun. How are you?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I hope you're feeling a lot better now.
Getting there. Thanks.
That's good. I didn't watch. I actually joined the show maybe 10 minutes ago. I was watching yesterday's show. So my call actually is regarding yesterday's show, just to commend you on your analysis regarding how you actually move the country forward, right? That was an excellent analysis. That was, I mean, if we on this level, well, if you, not me, if you on this level have an idea as to how to move the country from its current situation into a more profitable situation, then we have elected and we have leaders who absolutely have no clue. You know, it is, I don't know, it boggles the mind, basically.
Sister, take a look at it this way. You are, I mean, if they ask you now that, do you have any passion for trade or something, you likely does. Probably, I mean, you probably do, right? And if they now say they can give you grants that can guarantee you being trained in that under your passion and commercialize it, right? This grant is, you know what I mean? You can begin to hire people. Just you working for people this month. In 6 months' time, you may have like 15 people working for you. You may begin to manage a business that is quite, you know, that is how you build the economy. Not that when somebody started doing hairdresser here, they will go and put a poster on a wall and say, you need to pay council, you need to pay, you know, unfortunately.
Then, and I think a lot of people, I think, well, I don't know to call them the so-called Ecuadorians or whatever, that keep coming at you or coming at people and saying things like, oh, you know, let's go, God will help. I say, what you, God will do this. And, you know, listening to all of those things in my mind, I think,
it's like
God
saying no matter how bad it is, it is God will make it pray for them. What kind of prayer is that?
Yeah, I really don't see it. The thing is, that thing has always puzzled me, right? That people will think that God, where He is, okay, God gave us the 10 commandments, right? And in one of those 10 commandments, it says, thou shalt not steal. And then you imagine that somehow He will still use a criminal because He is God to change things around for you. Are you okay? You know, I've seen this thing. I've experienced this. People who think like this. For example, I had a friend in university, and we had an exam, right?
Yep.
And she said to me, "Oh, thank God she sat beside." 1 second, please. Sorry. 1 second.
Right.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I actually thought I was going to excuse you to take the call. Anyway, please go on.
She said to me, "Oh, thank God she sat beside this person because she was able to copy what the person wrote." And I was like, "God, you are happy because you're able to cheat. Are you okay?"
Thank God.
God doesn't do that. He doesn't work that way, right? And so this is when she now, casting my mind back. This is how people think. For 24 years, Asiwaju ran Lagos. I was born and bred in Lagos. So when people say, "Oh, he has done great," I think he has destroyed Lagos. This is not the Lagos that I grew up in. I know Lagos, right? We grew up in Lagos. This man stayed 24 years. No good hospitals. Your roads are a mess. In fact, living in Lagos is like a zoo.
Well,
and this is the same person that you think is going to turn things around today.
Three others way to die, unfortunately.
And it's like people don't really, don't really think about history, right? This thing that they are doing to the Igbos. When I was watching, like I told you, I joined only 10 minutes ago, and I was watching this thing. I almost started crying because I'm Igbo. My people are Igbo. And I see the hard work that I used to work in one of the banks that was situated in Alaba International Market before leaving, right? So I know how hard some of these people work. I know how hard they work. So this really breaks my heart, honestly. It really does.
Sad, I know.
And I don't know what else we're going to do as a people. I really don't know what else we're going to do. And I'm telling you, if you don't want the Igbos, if you don't want the Igbos in your land or in your space anymore, then I think that conversation needs to start happening about seceding as a country or letting Biafra be, so that you can also exist in your own space and you will be happy if that is what you want.
Thank you so much. Let me take another one because we will likely have a lot of people who want to chip in. Share you guys.
All right,
we'll just use the time. Chapter, but thank you so much.
No worries.
All right, thank you very much. Let me take this. Hello there.
Hey, Maiyegun the General.
Yes, sir. How are you?
This is a windy city.
Windy city.
I hope you.
How you doing, sir?
How about you now?
Well, it's still this cloth, but I am still here, Baba.
Yeah, well, I was down for a while too. When I saw your picture, I'm like, look at this man. If you took a picture on the bed, I'm like, look at other if you have done down Geo.
See Geo on the that's why I had to add. I had to add it to it that I kind of feel much better than this photo. In case all of you are like, what happened to Maiyegun? I'm like, this was when I woke up. I woke up face anyway, so.
So I just sort of words to say, but people of Lagos, you see, there's something Yoruba used to say, and my father used to say, it's an adage. One need to bari mi to baroju. I want you to transfer. I don't know how to say this in English, but I know you have a way of saying it to the Igbo people. Meaning that if people of Lagos or the so-called APC, they don't want the Igbo people. I want the Igbo people.
Boycott everything that has to do. Don't get attracted to Lagos anymore.
Yeah, hard-working Igbos to tell them to kick rock. We don't need you too. because this is bad. This is really, really bad. And people that do this kind of thing, it doesn't end there. It doesn't end well for them. Remember, I'll give you one name, Idi Amin. When he kicked the Indians out of Uganda. I don't know people remember that. This thing is not going to end well for them, for those people. The Agberos, the what's the name of their governor? That one that look like a rehab candidate. So I don't even know. It's just too bad.
Like they said,
the image alone.
Let us move on. Let everybody move on.
No, we're not moving on. We're going to stay on this. We're not moving on. We're not moving on.
It may be your house now.
We're not moving.
Take people's lands and demolish their houses because they are Igbos. I've said it all this way before now.
We are not moving on. We are not. Nobody is going to move on. I mean, Yoruba will say, how do you console somebody that his mother is being strangled or killed by? Okay? It's not going to happen.
No.
So it's just, I don't, I'm just sitting here. I don't know what to say. So take care.
Yes, sir.
Take good care of yourself, okay? And say hello to the rest of the family, okay?
Thank you so much for that too, sir.
Bye-bye.
And yourself too, by the way.
So
I think I've been seeing some calls from Nigeria, or maybe they are just Nigeria numbers. We could be lucky tonight to have somebody who is actually from that Alaba International Market, and they can tell us how they are coping. Hello there.
Oh, hell, Biafra. Oh, hell.
Oh, hail Biafra, oh, hail Oduduwa. My brother, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. The question is, how are you? I'm glad to hear you. Sound a bit more stronger.
There. Yes, I have to be strong for all of us anyway. So yes, I'm getting there. Thanks for asking.
Yes, we need you. Remember, we need you. We need you. All right. Maiyegun, it's quite sad that Igbo people are going through this, but at the same time, we need this to happen in order for the Igbos, the non-believers, and now non-believers of Biafra, to actually feel this. Maybe they'll come to a realization that you're not really loved in this so-called country called Nigeria. It's now for you to now focus on this Biafra that we're all trying to build. Because for how long are you going to continue to work so hard, your life savings and everything, for just go down the drain just like that in an instant? Because some other group
at every election cycle, the Igbos must actually lose something more than most of them are those who actually are not interested in your politics, just businessmen. They will shall lose something because they have to make them victims of whatever happened during the elections, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's quite sad. I mean, Mazin Americano, everything he has said from the beginning to the end is all happening. It's quite evident that people need to leave this place. We are not loved. But however, at the end of it all, we know our Oduduwa brothers are against what's happening. So anyone knows the truth. It's just these thugs that actually
this is not who we are. We know who's behind it. We know that we would have to continue to repeat this every now and then because everything they do is to see carry Yoruba. But nevertheless, every opportunity we have, we keep reminding everybody that Yorubas rejected them. This is not even about us talking. Me, I didn't participate in the election, Abi. I did not go there to campaign for anybody. Nothing, Abi. I watched from far and I saw what they did. The people that rejected them are the Yorubas like them. I just want people to remember that. So that they don't say Yorubas you see what Yorubas are doing. Yorubas rejected them. Continue.
Yes. So, I mean, with your platform, I'm very grateful and I'm happy to have, in that your platform, there's such a platform like yours to actually be able to bring this camp. Because Lord knows, if we didn't have this platform, the kind of division that these people would have created with this, where we all could come together under one umbrella and talk and speak together with one voice in unison to say, no, we're not in support of this. This is wrong. But Maiyegun, I know other people want to get on.
That's right.
Thank you for everything you're doing. Please, you see this picture that you have here. Where can we get all of these pictures? Because they're really good. If you can have like a collection of where we go.
Let me take another one then, bro. Yeah, thank you. So I have another caller on the line here. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, Maiyegun. How are you?
Princess. It's been a while, oh.
Hello.
How are you?
Yes, I'm fine. You?
I'm kind of getting there, like better than yesterday. Thank you.
I'm lucky you're fine.
Thanks, man.
Maiyegun, I'm going to touch on on a lot of things, yeah. And
you have to know that we are going to be managing the time, but let's see how much ground you can cover in 5 minutes.
Yeah, so whatever it is I'm able to cover, I'll just go when I have to go.
No wahala.
The Igbos, yeah, you cannot bury them.
No.
They are like seeds. They will grow. I have so many things on them as a student of history and international relations. Yeah, I can remember in 1803 at St. Simon Island in Georgia, a group of 75 Igbo warriors, yeah, from what we now call Nigeria, committed mass suicide. They were able to drown their cattle, yeah. They were called it landing, I think it's landing, yeah.
Okay.
They got to the other side and they said they would rather die than be in bondage. Those are the Igbo people I know. Maiyegun, So when you're dealing with people that are really ready to die for whatever it is they believe in, forget it. Then we get out. I really do not know why they are holding them down and treating them the way they are treating them. But I tell you, Baba, they will never relent. These are people you should be proud you're associated with. These are people that have strong will. These are people that started their life with true power. These are the only brave people that were able to face civil war. You never see any Nigeria, you never see any Yoruba there. You never see an Hausa person there. Just these are men that will travel abroad, sell their organs to feed their families back home. What else do you want to call bravery than that? You think they are here to joke? So forget it, oh my God, whatever it is they do to them, they will bounce back and they'll get their nation. It is a fact because they will never relent.
I know, Princess, the worries of the people is that we saw what Buhari did and represented, right? And we saw how that ended. Then Tinubu said he was going to try and unite people by doing things that are going to be kind of like at least show that he wanted to bring people together and maybe they will begin to forget their differences. But they are pushed. He personally is overseeing an agenda where the Igbos are becoming not just profiled, they are now even more physically targeted. Their businesses. Buhari didn't do all of this openly. Do you get that, Princess?
Yeah.
So if Buhari that did all of what he did, made the Igbos to become stronger, or more people to become interested in Biafran struggle. Because don't let us deceive ourselves. The failure of Buhari, the more Buhari pushed on this, the Igbos, the more people get converted that they want Biafra more. The more they attack them, the more people wanted to become IPOB members. A lot of people. Are you with me? So which means Buhari ensured that more Igbos show interest in leaving Nigeria. And they show interest in Nnamdi Kanu's messages. Right? But with these ones that they are now attacking Igbos outside Igbo land and their businesses, and they are bragging about that because of election politics. Is there any sign now that Nigeria can bring Igbos together and still say they want to talk about one Nigeria again?
Maiyegun, there is no one Nigeria anywhere. We both know that.
Yes.
It's only the fools that are living in delusion that do not know that. We both know there is nothing like that. So I'm going to drop that. I'm going to talk about United Nations. When people talk about United Nations, I just laugh. You know, people say, the Igbo should go to the United Nations. Who is United Nations? Who is United Nations?
They call them.
We as Africans are over
imperialists.
They are the West, Baba. They are the West. They are the attitude of these people towards conflict. Look at the amount of people that are dying in Sudan, everywhere. Look at them. Look at the amount of people that are dying. Did you hear their media take that up or make it look like it's something? You know, the last time David was here, you know, David came on this program and he said, these people knew what happened at Enstars, but you know what? They don't really care. I laughed. Maiyegun.
Princess, let me take another.
Oyibo no get copper cathodes. Now we get them. Now then they decide the price.
That's right.
If I have to sell copper cathodes in the Zambia or in the Congo, I will have to check LME from the UK. You understand what I'm saying? They just don't care. They don't care. The price of cocoa is decided by these people. They get cocoa plantation. Lithium, they decide how we sell. Whatever it is they've told you in the past, or they are telling you presently, Baba, even green energy is not green. I tell you today. What do you use for batteries? Lithium. How do you get lithium? They are mined. Mining is very hazardous to our health. We all know that. Do these people have gold? Why do they try? Why are they trying to monopolize everything? Green energy is not green. Only land is not only. You go to Jerusalem, you're forming nonsense. There is nothing only there. I was going through the Bible this morning, or yesterday, only yesterday or this morning. I was telling my children when they go back from school, they should check Luke, Luke chapter 19, verse 27. Jesus said, people that are not following me, bring them here. Let's slaughter them right in front of me. Jesus said that. But they will not tell you about that Jesus that said, bring these people here and slaughter them right in front of me, because they do not believe in me as their king. They will present the Jesus that will tell you that if they slap you on the
Sorry, I think I just got people muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Maiyegun.
Okay, hang on. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, Grant. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Maiyegun.
Brilliant. Yima, is that you?
I'm here, Baba.
Fantastic. How you doing, Baba?
I do. Welcome back, Baba.
Thank you.
You said now you'll be only. Na small hay fever and I put you for ground like this.
That's
just
a strong
look
man,
like
strong
if you
man,
want.
strong man. If you get a fever for a full day, we go find out after.
You go know as
I
it is.
will last. No, I get you.
Baba.
I be.
Wow. I want put my mouth for this autumn matter.
Please.
Baba. Permit me to speak my language. Anybody will go hear me, make you hear me.
You talk so that we can say fire up.
You go need to just take it like that. Because man, what I said was you know when you want farm and you bend over to farm, you go strong your backside very well to farm.
That's right.
When Oton was shouting everywhere, actually he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing in the office. He wasn't working. He wasn't doing the right thing. But he was shouting everywhere online, and you cover your back. Akume now don't become secretary to the government, Abi.
SGF.
You don't put in your man as governor of Benin State, Abi. APC father, Abi.
Now father,
They go probe. Shege come up for that guy. Just they watch the drama now. Should be EFCC don't pick up.
Well, they say because saying go support to be safe to saying day within that G5, like marking day.
No, Maiyegun. Akume now put Otomi to go office.
Right.
Otom and Akume had a rift. That's why Otom left EPC for PDP. Akume doesn't forgive betrayal. Akume doesn't. Now, person who I know very well now.
So
Akume is like what Tinubu is to Lagos right now in the Middle Belt, especially in Benin State.
No wonder.
So then go finish him. Well, that one aside, what is going on in Lagos is very, very wrong. Any normal human being will tell you that is not the right thing to do. You claim you are a civilized society. You're demolishing people's businesses. You don't give them an option to relocate them or to put, so that
old building that is about to collapse. That's why those people are making videos and say, does this look like an old building?
It is wrong. What you are doing is you are sowing a seed of evil in between families. I am Chief. I'm not Igbo. I'm not Yoruba. I have in-laws that are Yoruba. I have in-laws that are Igbo. What you're doing is putting a divide between the people that have married within Lagos. Igbos and Yorubas, families, children, kids. Their fathers can't go to work again. They don't have a business. That means they will have to move their children away. Those children will resent you.
Because they will tell them they did this to us because we are Igbos. Yes, they did this to us because we are Igbos. I've got no business anymore because I'm Igbo. And I'm moving on to Eastern Nigeria because we are Igbos. And then you want to say the country is healing? You are about to heal such.
So are you going to tell that child that they are one Nigeria? So what, these people are just making a mess of it. I've always said that Nigeria will implode from within. I think I give another people chance. Welcome back.
Bless you, man. Thank you. I have another caller. Hello there.
Hello, General.
Sir Akin Ola, how are you tonight, sir?
It's nice to be speaking to you again today.
It's a pleasure to have you, sir.
I'm happy to be here today. I said I should mention one or two things about it's very difficult to come to the conclusion that what we call Igbophobia is actually real and alive in Nigeria. I look at the list of the security chiefs, and about 24 positions were appointed by Tinubu. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday, yes, sir.
I only saw one person from Southeast here.
From Enugu.
That is how to be Nigeria. Even that one in Enugu, Atlanta, is not even a proper Igbo man. It's maybe a Gala, Idoma person. I've not confirmed that. That's what I've been told in essence. So how do you want to bring everybody together if that is the kind of appointment
that you are making.
Like if you want to do something different from what Buhari did, Buhari divided Nigeria and Nigerians, no doubt. Tinubu is doing even better. Abi?
I counted about 10 Yoruba in the list.
The appointment.
And I really, because they said this person from Enugu, then it doesn't look like an Igbo name to me. But when I investigated further, I was told that it's Senegala or Idoma person. I said this is purely wrong. There's no justification for this to build the security architecture of the country and make other people to look like a second citizen. We know that what Buhari did was wrong. Must you continue in that path of what Buhari did? No, it's shameful to say the least for anybody that saw that list. I couldn't believe it that he could do that. We do know that in the National Assembly, you see the way they also share positions. Of course, maybe APC showing their strength that they don't really have a lot of senators from the Southeast.
Yes.
But should they go ahead and be appointed security chief this way as well? No, totally wrong. And there are three things that Buhari failed on. Buhari failed on unity. If you cannot unite a country, then you are going to get security. You are going to fail on security. And if you fail on security, the economy is going to be, you are not going to be able to solve the economic problem. So those three things are things that the next president of Nigeria should be doing. I'm happy that people like Emefiele they are being taken away because these people have wreaked a lot of havoc on Nigeria
and lives.
But this is not how to bring the country together. Not excluding some people. We cannot say we believe in one, even though I don't believe in one Nigeria. I believe everybody should go their own way and form their own country. But if he has any iota of belief that he can build that country, excluding some set of people in that country is not acceptable.
Just to teach
it's
them
condemnable.
that. Now, you know what they do, sir? It is to teach them how to do politics next time. And they are still going to turn and say, one Nigeria, Baba. We are watching.
Why do we have to enshrine a federal character in our constitution if we don't believe that people are going to respect it? So, and for any Agbado online, you can go and tell Master that this is totally condemnable.
It is.
If you guys want to stand a chance of rebuilding the country, you got to have to find a way of bringing people together to be one nation. Not anybody should be seen as a second citizen. That is my contribution today.
Thank you so much. I'll take another one. It's like I've got a lot of veterans online tonight. So I have Osita. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me, my brother.
How are you, sir?
I'm great. And you?
Well, I'm fine. I would say thank you.
All right, good to see you back.
It's good to be back, gradually.
You are the lion of the temple of truth. You are the lion.
Bless you, Baba.
The king himself. Anyway, very quickly, like
go for it.
Very quickly, one. I've always said that sometimes I get good pimples when people try to sympathize with the Igbos. No, this is our calling, is our fight. I have no sympathy. When you come into a congregation and one particular people are exempted, believe me, look inward carefully. You will find out that it is that one that is more truthful that people don't like. I always say there's a distinction between facts and truth. The truth is truth, and fact is a temporary solution to problems. It's never permanent. So they will keep doing what they are doing, and we will keep getting stronger and stronger. And the voice of Biafra will keep rising and rising. Then there's this saying that says a day shall come end, and that day will come to an end whereby There will be no Nigeria anymore. It's going to be Biafra. It's going to be Oduduwa Republic. It is going to be different republic in the tiny entity called Nigeria. There's no doubt about it. All the things they are doing, I want everybody to understand that they are only trying to amplify.
That's what they are doing.
Make it louder. That people have to go their separate ways.
Like
so
every of their action is justifying why Nnamdi Kanu remain relevant. Because even when the Igbos are trying to and say, we are Nigerians, we want to do our this, Nigerians continue to remind them, listen, you are not wanted. So, of course, and they would then have to be like, and that's exactly what Nnamdi Kanu said, though, they don't want you. Now, look at the way you are treating us. You are confirming that. Where do you think they were all headed at the end of the day? They will go back to that real message and they will take it.
Let me add something to that.
Please.
Most of the times that people would think that Nnamdi Kanu is all about Biafra. No. Nnamdi Kanu is about every other person that is feeling the heat that Nigeria is feeling right now. They only pick Nnamdi Kanu among the rest of us who are asking for the same thing. They picked him up, they pick him because they picked on him because he is actually the arrowhead, the center point, the ball point. This discussion itself.
He ended it.
Yeah. So that is the reason they are picking on him. Let me tell you something,
Tell us.
If I promise you, if you announce that, that the world has recognized Biafra, I give this less than 24 hours. 8 different countries will break out from Nigeria. Mark my word. They know what they are doing. So they feel that is the one that is more potent. Let us face him first. And maybe when we use him as example, the other people, but they are not realizing the fact that they are actually the manure. We are the seed. So when they come on top of us,
make you
germinate.
Their actions, rather than kill you, will make you germinate and live.
So they don't understand that. So now let me come to the point of that we used to say. What we are having in Nigeria, most of the time people think it's religious, it's ethnicity. Yes, but they are interwoven. But what we have in Nigeria is class war.
Class war.
That is what we are facing in Nigeria. Because the Igbo man, the bad Igbo politician like that one that opens his mouth there that is crying, wow. That one, because he's not made the Senate president, is among them. Tinubu, that comes from this thing, and his gang, is among them. The Hausa, the Ethnic, the Bibio, the Kalabari, the Jaw Nation, which they allow somebody who cannot run and said is a warlord. The Asari Dokubo, they said is a warlord. That person that cannot run. If war break up in Nigeria, the Asari will be first person. Hunger will kill him. That was the one. All those people, they are all in bed together. So what we are seeing in Nigeria is class. How do you break into that class? That is what everybody is jostling for.
Waiting for
so what we have here, waiting for their turn, is class war. Whether in his cabinet, I don't expect Yorubas not to be much in his cabinet. I have to be very frank and candid with you. Because it's the people he trusts most. It's not because those people have the interest of the Yorubas attack, but it is the people he trusts most to do his bidding.
Yes.
So anybody that is jubilating that, you have a lot of Yoruba there, you have less of people there, I don't care. I was one of the people that prayed. I said it on this program.
Yes.
That I don't want them to give an Igbo man the Senate president. Because instead of that Senate president improving us, that Senate president will kill us the more. Because of the people who they are putting there as the Senate president. Those people, they won't go and get this guy from Abia State. What's his name? I have forgotten his name. Abaribe. They are not going to get Abaribe to come there. Somebody like that who is fair enough. They will only get people who are like them, who will do their bidding. So I was
that
one of the
now
people that
finally
about
help them destroy things as usual. They will say, Shebi Igbo man is the Senate president. I get you.
Exactly.
Even
so
when
that
all the Igbos are still being persecuted, like other Nigerians as well, right? That man, they will say, but Igbo man is here too.
So that is one of the things that I wish to tell people. It is not all about the Igbos, it's all about the class. Thank you very much, my brother.
God bless you, sir. As always, I have another call on the line. You might
Hello.
mute the program, go to another room, something. So
can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. How are you?
Good afternoon, my name is Chim from Calgary.
Chim from Calgary? Did you say Jim?
Yes.
You.
Chim, CHIM.
Say that again.
CHIM.
Chill. I remember now.
Chim, M. Chim, CHIM.
Oh my God. Is that not the same thing we did the last time when you called? I had to like struggle to get what was it all about. Was it?
Well, but I think this is going to be like my third time of calling, and pretty much.
Having problem with that. Chim is that easy?
Don't worry. Maybe it's the fever you're just. Maybe it's this fever you're coming back from.
No, I think I'm actually remembering something like a chill. Like your voice is like chill, and I'm feeling like okay, you're gonna be chill. Anyway, Chim, Baba, how you doing?
Anyway, good. Maiyegun, good to see with you again.
It's a pleasure.
I've been listening. I wasn't planning to call, but I listened to a few people and I just felt compelled to say one or two things.
At least, yeah.
I sent you a video. I don't know whether you saw it. I don't know whether this your WhatsApp number received. If it's for receiving.
I'll take a look. Yeah.
Yeah. There was so there was this, I don't know whether it's a conference or meeting where Professor Chidi Odinkarlo, the man who used to be the Nigerian Human Rights Commission chair or president.
Chidi Odinkarlo, I know him. I do.
Yes, exactly. And he was just speaking about this recent revelation by Senator Bouchouak or how do you pronounce that man's name in the Senate? Yes, that was boasting.
Mm-hmm.
That was boasting about how he, was doing, because what that man was doing was he was boasting. He was trying to boast. He was trying to say, you fellow senators, you actually owe me doing me a party. You should actually be praising me for the one who has protected your seat. And in protecting your seat, I had to invade my wife's judicial privacy. That's what he was doing. People think that was what he was doing. No, unfortunately, the Nigerian elite, in their bid to boast, sometimes end up putting themselves into trouble. They don't do it. The only person they say, this whole, do you know who I am kind of thing. So when they are trying to do it, Nigerian elites are not humble people. It's on the average Nigerian elite, banker, politician, even our Ilarawa, as we are, like Nigerians are not very humble people per se. We like to show off. We like to make a statement. We like to drive the best cars.
We need to make a statement of arrival. When we arrive, the people need to know.
Everybody needs to know. Even in diaspora, I see it. There's nothing wrong in hard work, and then you enjoy your money. But I'm just saying there is just something innate in us. We always want to prove a point. We just want to show. So Bouchouak was.
It is that mad. So like you said just now, right? It is that mad that the code that came to my head. It was this one. They say people try to buy things that they can't afford to impress people that don't even give a shit about them. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, put money together, buy things you don't need, expensive stuff that you can't afford, or some show off, like you said, right? Because if for nothing, there was no point in a senator standing up and say, "I've already infringed on my wife's."
Exactly. It was insane. It was Clear insanity.
And then he went on.
You know, but
he went on to go and start. I even know even to my colleagues here, they benefited.
Yeah.
Majority of them who are here
exactly.
Today,
he was trying to.
My wife.
He was trying to boast.
Your wife, you know,
he was trying to boast.
Like, Baba, your wife now former Court of Appeal justice. So, and you are saying he helped people here. Do you know what you are saying? It was
exactly. So anyway, so the point I want to make is that Professor Odinkalo in a recent forum was discussing why those things, nothing will happen. And I sent you that video. I'd like you to go and watch it. He's literally, in the expose, he said it clearly that many of the judges that have been appointed, in fact, he said there was one he was part and parcel of. They had signed it, and then he looked at it and saw that this judge has put his girlfriend inside this list. This politician has put his girlfriend inside this list. So he wrote a petition to the president to say, don't approve that list. And the president, and he said in fairness to Buhari, that Buhari did not approve the list. Buhari said, okay, we're going to review it. But you know, our boo-boo, in a typical way, he is aloof. He decided, I don't know what he was thinking. He went asleep and he eventually passed that list. He said, today, many of the judges we are seeing are not qualified. These are people who got there through patronage. And as a result, that nobody can probe, Nigeria's NJC or whatever they call them cannot do any probe. Because if they try, they will burn down the house. So they're not going to try.
You see,
so I'm just bringing that issue.
You know, Chim, something about the judges, sir. Yeah. Do you know that INEC has been, you know, INEC chairman got subpoenaed to show up. He sent somebody else. Now, the person is sent, which is a violation of the court, by the way. The person is sent a lady. He came with 1/3 of supposed document that the subpoena the chairman should have brought to the court. So the confusion between all of that, yeah. So the court now, I mean, when the court is challenged, the tribunal, you know what they said? Well, we are sorry. I mean, there's nothing we can do. The most we can do is to issue a subpoena. Maybe we'll issue another one, and hopefully, I think chairman will honor it and come here. Sure, you get.
Maiyegun, in a serious place.
Go on.
In a serious place, what they're supposed to do is immediately issue a warrant of arrest, because what he has done is he has disobeyed court order. Do you understand? Yes, no. But when the judges will not do what they're supposed to do, it goes to tell you how deep this rot is. And I'm going to end it with, I'm sure you've also seen where Mr. Akpabiole was telling Wike, when Wike was confessing that Akpabiole gave him 200 million or 200 whatever. Akpabiole came out to say that the money was his savings when he was CEO of a telecom company. That's what he said. Brother, I worked in telecom company. I worked in two in Nigeria before I left. I won't mention their names. The two of the top ones I worked there. Akpabiole was not CEO of any of those two. He was not CEO of the other two, because there are 4 major telecom companies in Nigeria. So which telecom company was he CEO of? You see how these men go on stage and they just, thank you. So he now came out, he made the money when he was the CEO of which, and people have just walked away. Nobody has stopped and said, hello. No, sorry, Mr.
That's it.
You know, so the whole of this is, I hope Nigerians are watching how these comedians, these evil comedians, use Nigeria's destiny to play Kalo. They use Nigeria's destiny to play Kalo. So my brother, I'm going to avoid the demolition going on in Lagos. I don't want to be involved in that conversation for a reason. I wish them well. I wish them well, because guess what? You cannot be talking about building an economy and your own internal business people, you are demolishing and destroying them. Even if they break the law, I'm not saying if they have broken the law, yes, let the law take its course, but the law must always have a human face. And when the law does not have a human face, then that narrative that there is an Igbophobia or whatever becomes, can someone now deny it? Maiyegun, let me allow another person to call.
Bless you.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate this. I have another caller too.
Can someone now deny it? Maiyegun, let me allow another person to call.
Is that Prince?
Hello.
Man.
Yes, Maiyegun General.
The Prince. How are you?
Well, this is Prince Jejeman, representing IPOB for life.
You are welcome,
Baba.
The Prince.
Thank you, Baba. I wish you quick recovery, yeah?
Thank you, amen. Oh.
Yeah, Baba. You see, we thank God for what is happening. Okay. First of all, I want to say respect to our lioness in the house. I heard her voice today, Princess. I was longing to hear from her, and she spoke today. So respect to her and all on this platform. So Maiyegun General, you see what is happening. I want our people to queue up now. Now is the time. They have to queue behind them now and they can. All these things that is happening is not by accident. It's a planned deal for long. This thing has been planned. Okay? And it's the same set of people that are doing the same thing because General Buhari left, the dead and the impostor. Then we're having Field Marshal Koluna. All right. So they said he wants to continue with Buhari. So their program Buhari gave to him. That is what is running. Okay. Our people, what I want them to know is this. Nnamdi made a statement. I even want Kolu to hear this. He said that if we happen to fall in this struggle to restore Biafra, that Biafra will come quicker. You know, for them, with all their cooking, let them bear this in their mind. Because my personal wish is this: if I must fall for this struggle to restore Biafra, so that my children will not be a slave in Nigeria, I'll prefer to die with millions of people before I fall. That is my personal wish. You know, what I want our people, especially IPOB member, is to remain focused. We have a barrack, soldier go, soldier come. Our barrack is DOS. All the greeters are not good. Infiltrators are dead. Distractors are there. But they should remain focused. Now they kind of created an engine room, that barrack for a purpose. So that he knows that if any one of us can fall along the line, we are freedom fighters. But once the movement is there, the engine room is there, DOS, which is galvanizing everything, we remain like a bull until we continue to move together until Biafra is restored. That is the idea of him having a structure with that DOS, because some people don't understand what we are doing. You know, some are being distracted with all kinds of winds that are blowing. Okay, today they will call themselves spokesman. Tomorrow they will call themselves prime minister. They will from Korea to Malaysia. You understand? Let them continue, but I want our people to remain focused. All right, dog that bites doesn't make too much noise. All right,
the Prince. Take another
let them go to. All right, Baba. Respect, yeah. God bless you. Our people should stop crying. Biafra is coming. All hail Biafra. Do one nation now. Respect, Baba.
Bless you too, Prince Jejeman. So we are like juggling the time tonight. So yeah, I have another caller. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun. It's nice to hear your voice again, and I thank God you're doing very well now. And I wish you speedy recovery. This is Julian from Colorado.
How you doing, man? All right.
Fine. Sometimes when you look at the whole thing, and you feel you've seen all the evil in Nigeria, you haven't even seen anything. When you show the video of this, is it Asari?
Yes.
I was shocked. Such people are not supposed to be living. He's making boast of his father selling people. That's what actually touched me. No, his father sold Igbos. Are you supposed to be saying that? You said the right word, that there's a certain age you will get to. At least you would say, oh, you're not supposed to be saying this. At least even people are not supposed to put finger. Yeah.
The maturity is there to just go back and say, you know what? I'll just leave this.
Yes. Yes, like in America here, in America here, the blacks, a lot of them have confronted me saying that we Africans don't really like them. And if they see such videos, it just concludes the whole thing. I try to convince them that no, how would you say that? How? We are one, we are blacks. Africans love you. Why are we here? You know, like if you go to most African American neighborhood, you find Africans there, living among them. They say, no, Africans really don't like them. So if they see such videos of this idiot that calls himself Asari Dokubo or whatever, displaying AFR online, it just concludes the whole thing that, there's a way African, because how can you be boasting of your father selling humans as slaves and you're boasting? Man, it's that when I saw it, I was weak.
It is
I just bowed my head. When will this evil stop in Nigeria? The best thing is just for us to they should just divide the country. Let everybody go their own way. Because I've never seen where a man will be boastful that your ancestor sold human beings as slaves. Things that the world condemn, and now in the 21st century, somebody is opening his mouth to be boastful about that thing.
Rights. Yeah, bragging rights. Yes, we did this.
I was weak. The thing, look, my God, the thing weakened me. It weakened me. I never liked the man from time, but now that from what I just saw this afternoon, I was just weak. I didn't even know what to say. How do you expect the Igbos to feel? I mean, how do you expect them to feel that your father sold them as slaves? The thing is, no.
In fact, do you know one thing, right? I actually would like to state it, okay? For the record, Asari's ancestors, they don't even get strength to capture Igbos as slaves. Historically, Arochukwu are the people who are behind the slave trade. They hired those they called slave warriors from other tribes to help them capture people. The people who are actually dealing in the Igbo history, they were the Arochukwu. And because they are not the only person who did it, right? They hired from other tribes to help them capture slaves. So maybe they hired the ancestors of Asari Dokubo. But Asari Dokubo, the ancestors don't get strength to capture any Igbo. Sure, you get. Just for people listening and watching, Asari family, they don't get that strength historically. Record. So thank you very much.
I don't even if his family were not part of it, it's not something you should come out and rope your family in and be proud about the whole thing. It's bad. Yeah, and also this thing of destroying livelihoods in Alaba. I don't know. I don't know where this whole thing will just. The hatred for the Igbos. It's got to stop,
you may
man.
not know where this is going to end. I can tell you, right? It's going to end bad. How bad?
Oh man,
it's going to end bad. It's not going to end well.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't believe in. I don't even know what to say. If I believe in prayers any longer, if
please
God listens to people.
You know what I mean? Just make sure that you are not filling your mind with fantasy that prayer will fix it. Remember that, okay? We should not believe in prayer.
Man.
We should keep it to.
I don't know.
They came to your house. I mean, somebody coming to your house to help you, and they could harm you.
Yeah.
But in that state of mind, you feel grab pillow as a weapon. You know that?
Yeah.
You can grab
That's
anything.
true, yeah.
You see, if you grab ordinary If you grab ordinary paper roll, it will look like a weapon to you. You will be ready to use it to do whatever damage you can do before they get to you. You know what I mean? If prayer is your strength, don't leave it, but just don't make it only. Baba, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
You should have a good one. I'll take another one. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Fine, good evening. I've been trying to reach you, you know.
Finally.
And I've been listening. Thank you so much. I've been listening so far what people are saying. Like Osita said, nobody should pity the Igbos. They should leave them.
That's right.
They are just this issue of Nigeria and the Igbos. They are just preparing their mind. They are just preparing them more harder than 1967. Because what is going to bring, I saw one senator, one Yoruba senator, former senator, he said it. I live with these people. I know how they were brought up. I know how they fight. When we start fighting with them, we can't stand them. You know? So, and when you look at the Igbo's life, I'm Igbo. And sometimes I used to talk to my people. I say, if you don't know who you are, you better do. Because Igbos are the people. Now I'm in US. I came from Germany. I'm in US now. It's only the Igbos that have companies in Germany that are pensionable. More percentage from the black people, more percentage in Germany. You can check it out. They have a lot of companies, a lot of shipping lines doing their business everywhere. Other Africans and other black people, other Nigerians, they are just sitting, you know, not that they are not useful in their own part, but in this business-wise. Yeah, do what I do. I do what you can do what I can do anything, but most of these business are mostly the Igbos, and they are thriving on it. So this issue of destroying Alabama market, if you watch the picture very well, forget about the shouting. Forget about the shouting. Just concentrate on the video. You will see they are laughing. The same thing they did. Their faces are not showing that something wrong is happening to them.
Or anything like
you cannot find it. You cannot find it on their faces. If you remember the day they burnt one market down, where this young man that was going for governorship in Lagos went to go and visit them. Immediately gave them that 15 million. They started shouting, "Whoa!" And that 15 million he gave them is not more. It's not more than what they lost there. To show you that these people are going to stand again. And lastly, just give me like 3 minutes more, please, brother. This issue of destroying their business, I think it's a little bit too late for Nigerians, because when you put the former Control General of Custom, if you go to Peter Panel, he made case against the Igbos for Arewa. Immediately he went there. Normally we used to remove 400,000 naira a car. He went there. Now to remove a golf from the wharf is about 1.2 million. Just golf you can buy 300 euros in Germany. At the end of the day, the end users are Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, TV. Then they will still put the money on top. They will still put the money, they use it. So who are suffering it? Not the big men. Instead, the poor people that you're driving, you're going to hustle on the street with them. They can't fall. When you go to spare parts, the same thing. When you go to end users of food, because Igbos, there's one thing we do. They will bring, a Chinaman will bring container. Igbo people, 5 people will take over the container. We will sell it to Yoruba. We will sell it to Hausa. We will sell it to Fulani. You must buy from us. So it's a little bit too late for all Nigerians. What they do, they cannot press the Igbos down. They should know it. And more you press them down, more you destroy Nigeria, more you destroy the food, more you destroy the economy, more you make things so harder for people. And Igbos are thriving and they are laughing.
They will still do their business.
It's easy for them to
whatever anything they lost during this whole thing, right?
They get it back.
They will get it back from the people who are going to pay them. Now people go pay them back. Wow.
Now people go still pay. Okay, look at all these houses that say Igbos are building in Lagos. Igbos are building in Lagos. We are going to take it. That house is not up to what they have in their hometown. They can leave that house. We only build houses just to get rid of landlord disturbance. You know, so we only build houses in another man's land just to get rid of the landlord, not to disturb us, so that our business, we can do our things in peace. Understand me? I want to tell one man, they call him Magnus Oraka. Every time he will be telling, I don't have problem with Igbos. I don't have problem with Igbos. But Igbos, I hate, not that I like them. They get their own for body.
Can you imagine?
When he live in North, when they started killing Igbos, they don't know who is Igbo. They cannot differentiate Igbo. They cannot differentiate Yoruba. They cannot differentiate Yoruba. They cannot differentiate Delta. They cannot differentiate Niger Delta. They call us all Igbo. Once you are going down, in 2000, when they had one riot, Hausa and Yoruba, I was doing my IT in Lagos that time. Hausa people never know who is Yoruba and Igbo. The day Hausa people came from Ojo Alaba, the day everybody started running. But when Yorubas are doing OPC, they are doing their own. Nobody run away. OPC will come to they will stop a bus and say, we are looking for Aboki. They will drag Malam. We will drag Malam down because you can differentiate Malam from others. But the day Malam came for retaliation, everybody stopped to work.
Everybody collects.
Everybody stop work. We don't know who they don't know. So they should know how to do this thing, and they are building the mindset for war. It's not obvious. And another thing, people are saying that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu came to divide Nigeria. Might go back to one of his protests in London. He was talking good about Nigeria. And people should understand that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu never wanted Nigeria to break.
Not in this
he was preaching that he wants everybody to live like human beings. Nigerians are not living like human beings because the politicians, the elites are the ones making use of our heads. Thank you so much, Maiyegun.
God bless you, my brother. Good night. I so much appreciate the fact that you called in today, and a lot of people will probably feel the same. You are a gem. Stay safe, Baba.
My name is Nnamdi Kanu, and the reason why we're here today is to protest the killing of innocent women and children, and men for that matter, all over Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. We are not happy, we are not pleased with what is happening, and that is why we're here today. As you can see, there are a lot of Nigerians who are protesting about the killing of families, people who are determined to tear the country apart violently, and it is not something that we support. It is not something that we would like to see continue, and we are here today to send a clear message to the Nigerian government through the High Commissioner that what is happening in the country is unacceptable and we cannot accept it. If that continues, it will lead to the violent disintegration of the country. There will be no more Nigeria for anyone to go to. There will be no Nigeria for anyone to refer to. In fact, what is happening in Somalia today will be like a tea party. So we cannot allow this nonsense to continue. Something has to be done. And the consequences of the actions of terrorism in Nigeria must be driven home to the people, so that even the terrorists themselves will be able to understand that there is no mileage in where they're going. The only thing they can accomplish is the breakup of Nigeria. If they think that they can cower people, if they think they can force people to be coerced into a religion which is not theirs, then they are clearly mistaken. We are asking for peace. We are asking for people to get together. We are asking for everybody who loves Nigeria, who is associated with that country, to please prevail upon terrorism in Nigeria so we can bring it to an end. That is why a multitude of Nigerians are gathered here today. Those of us in the UK are determined to work with the government for peace. We are determined to work with the Council Committee for peace. But one thing we cannot stomach is a repeat of 1966. What is happening today in Nigeria was the reason why Nigeria fought a bitter civil war for 3 years between 67 and 1970. If this continues, there will be another civil war in Nigeria. And this time around, no place will be safe in Nigeria. This time around, nobody will be safe in Nigeria. So it is imperative that everybody who has the interest of the country at heart acts now and immediately to stop this nonsense from continuing.
Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun. How are you? Good evening.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. And you?
Well, I am here, getting there. So thank you.
Good. I said, let me take the opportunity to ask for how you are faring and how you're doing, because I think the last time I watched your video, I was like, oh my God, why am I even now? So sorry about that. Hope you have a speedy recovery.
Getting there. I am. Thank you so much, Ken.
Thank God.
Thank you so
Don't worry, we'll be praying for you.
I mean, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. We'll do. So coming to the messed up place called Nigeria, it's sad. I mean, you could see that they say Tinubu is really. I think I heard somebody say, I mean, not here. It was a friend of mine that would say, "Oh, you see now, I told you Tinubu is watching Zoom," and I say, leave that one. That one a small screen. This one is just doing an intro, just to distract and deflate the real goal and objective. And this advisor. Let's look at the advisors. They are another bunch of criminals.
The bunch of yes men, loyalists, and the rest of them who has nothing to offer Nigeria. 100% nothing to offer. But time will tell.
Exactly. So you know what I did? I took the liberty and the time to go through each and every one of them. So I was able to draft out their profile, everything, all the negative things the most of them did. And then I called the guy, showed him, I said, "You see this?" He said, "Oh, where am I getting that?" I said, "It's there in the public view. Go Google them, you'll see everything about them. It's there." So at the end of the day, then he now announced the retirement of those service chiefs. Now, the retirement of service chiefs, does it change the trajectory of anything? No, it doesn't, because keep in mind, the current, even the previous and the current service chiefs now that he put in place, they have all been eating in the same plate. They are not going to do anything, because at the end of the day, who are they going after? The same people APC have always been using
said they were going after now.
It's a waste of time. So me, I've had the liberty to serve in that establishment, and I know this for a fact. They ain't doing shit. They're not going to do nothing. Okay, they're just there just to act like it's supposed to, like a camouflage. At the end of the day, Maiyegun plus and minus 2-3 years. You and I are going to be here. We're going to be talking about it. That okay, is it not the same people? What have they achieved? Nothing.
Yeah, but the only difference is that Ken, right? What people usually do is that people usually say is that in another 4 years now they will go and do the same mistake again. But one thing people should always remember is that you see this particular one is not just a mistake or election mistake like what you did with Buhari. It is a generational mistake where people died, where people's hope, future, everything died, and they will never get them back.
Now, and in addition to what you said, if you look at everything, look at it when he got it and up to date, every decision he takes is like either one, he comes out, says something, not really getting the crunch of how this thing bites very hard to those same Nigerians that he said he's there to serve. One, that's two. I'm sorry, that's one. Two, again, he says something, right? He goes after this one, he removes this one, this and that. Who is he removing? These are the same people that his own APC people put in there that messed up the country, that turned it to the way it is. And yet, I'm hearing the Lagos Cyberboku, all of them saying that, oh, he's working. What are they talking about? It's the same old soldier, the same old set of people. And then you decide to remove them, and then you put in the same another criminal that will continue to do what they are going to do. Yes, you have the Senate president there, the Senate president that they put there that will work, that will be his pawn. The House of Representatives, the same thing. So it's just a waste of it's just a waste of time.
It is difficult to understand how people build hope in these guys, right? Like me and you can sit down, having know what we know, what we see all the time, right? And then we still believe that I still believe that God can still use them, Sha. Like people who say that, I don't know how they cope. And you will say, oh, it's so annoying. I don't get annoyed with people like that. I just try to understand them. Sure, you get like people who know all of this that you just mentioned now for real, right? And they will say, I know they are all bad. I know that I just believe that God can use them. Like, how do you really believe that when you say that? I hope somebody will call in tonight and tell me how he feels. Because instead of me getting angry with people like that, right? I just want to understand them. Come and tell me how that kind of a strong faith, how it be go that you be like, having seen all these thieves, then suddenly you believe that they will do better. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I don't want to waste my energy and my time thinking about. So
unbelievable.
They're not going to change. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. Okay, so they can sing all the songs, praise all the worship they want to worship in. Nothing is going to change. You and I are going to be here. We're going to be talking about it. Does anything change? Nothing. The same people are the one that will come and start running their mouths.
Ken,
no problem.
So
Thank you so much.
Stopping by.
Bye.
It's a beautiful one. So yeah, I have another caller. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
It's a pleasure for me to buy in so near yeah. First of all, I thank God for your help. I saw you the way you are looking the right time, and I was praying. Believe in prayer, whichever way, but in my spirit, I'm praying for you, and I know that. I keep checking Tinubu not to visit you.
You know why, sir? You know why we shouldn't worry if that thing they work. We know the majority of those who claim to love them, fake love. Now, what's the one chop that they look for? When you see those who claim to love Maiyegun, it is from here. It is real. Do you understand? So, of course, their own wishes on me can work because the people they claim to they love these criminals they claim to love, sir. They don't really love them. They are just waiting for the time maybe they will get something from them too. No, so yeah. And I'm back.
If the thing they work, then that means after you and me, or before you and me.
Or before me. And a lot of people will intercede for me before you get to me. They go down clear them.
Because I've got a lot of enemies because of the degree I got from Maiyegun. Anyway, Maiyegun, to cut a long story short, back to business. You see what this man said today, this Asari Dick. It shows the kind of terrorists in different dimensions we have in Nigeria.
Yes, no.
You see, you can see them rearing their head. It's just like when you place a sugar at a spot, then you will see different kinds of ants. They start coming around, and even flies. That is to show that this is exactly the kind of person they are. Maybe my analysis might not be right, but when you see a corrupt or evil person in a place, you always see
likes, God bless
others, and they start showing their face. You can see him displaying guns on a social media, telling people how he has been killing people, that he will kill them, that they haven't died yet. You can understand that means the man's hand is full of blood. So that kind of people, these are the people that is why they said, I am sorry. These are the reason why they say black people, they are majority of them, they are bad. Because if you can just sit down and you think of destruction of your fellow human being, and you say you are an allergy, and you believe in God, but you believe in destroying other people, and even the Christians who are following all these evil people, they call them, and they forgot the commandments of the Bible, that they say that shall not steal, that shall not take whatever that belongs to your neighbor, that shall not convert your neighbor's property to yourself, that shall not do this, that shall not do that. And now they are doing the same thing. They will go to Mecca, they will go to Israel, and you see them coming out and doing all this kind of things. And you are saying, in this present generation, you are saying you are selling some people to slavery. Yeah, modern slavery. Where is it happening?
Baba, you are so right.
Yeah.
When they claim that they are allergic, they are larger, they are this and that, they are a deacon, deaconess, a bishop, reverend. See, let's even talk about the allergy. Look at those who were saying Muslim ticket is for the sake of Islam. But the man that is the man that is running the Muslim ticket is a narcotic trafficker, convicted drug dealer. There are some of them even know, right? Knowing and reading what they know, is that not enough for them to actually say, no, don't associate Islam with this? So, you get, they are those who defended them more because of Islam.
We forgot whom we are. We forgot our root. We always associate ourselves or allow things of other people to attract us.
Yes.
We are not proud of who we are. Naturally, Nigeria has been divided into three: River Niger and River Benue. That is the natural
to our side.
Yeah. So you are on your side and we are on our side. And when you see the regions, western region, other region, and the southern region, you see how everything is going on well. You saw the pyramid of this thing in the north, pyramid of granite. You saw cocoa in the east and the west. You saw palm oil, and everything was going on. Now these people now came out, and now they are using religion, they are using pride, they are using ethnicity, and our people just sit down and people who have seen this thing before, how things are going well. Now you are now Igbo. I'm now a Yoruba. Now because I'm fair in complexion, and I love Igbo food very well, my brother. Igbo food is my favorite food. But
they will say, now one of them be that. Why? He's eating his sewu. Oh yeah. Olam.
Yeah, and then my complexion too. Even when you see me, the first time I went to Anambra.
Oh dear.
So how do you know? At Ozobulu, I went with my boss then. Right. They say I'm Emeka. I said I'm a Yoruba man. They say you don't lost for Lagos. You don't know your destiny again. So that means if I'm in Lagos, they will have killed me before they know my name is Akin.
Know that you are not.
So these are the things. This tribal sentiment. I am saying, I am not part of the Yoruba that say I love Igbo more than even my own. My best friend, they are both in Nigeria and here. Even when I have some financial problems, Igbo are my friends.
Bless you.
I can deal with them, very well, more than my own Yoruba people. I trust them more than my own Yoruba people. So all these sentiments about this kind of a thing that is happening now, people are embracing it. And they are embracing it. And you are seeing people that are killing your own fellow human being, and you are laughing, and you go to church, and you sleep very well at night. My God, Maiyegun, may God have mercy on you. May God have mercy on you. Because kind of evil that is looming. This rain, this evil rain that is falling, like what Asari said, now water. He will receive our faith, then others will follow suit.
Thank you so much, Ma. Take this other call. I don't know if I lost that. Hello there.
Yeah, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Today is my first time I have been the silent admirer.
God bless you, and thank you for actually not giving up. And here you are, live.
I actually sent you a WhatsApp message.
Right.
Now, my name is Patrick. I did Canada.
Did you say Patrick?
And I am one of such, yeah.
Bless you,
and I am one of such people where they are Japa like you.
Bless you, man.
And it shocks me. I got to Canada here and they figured out that even in Canada, people come up Niger, still they on payroll for Niger, but they go Canada and then they say make Tinubu they go.
Wow.
At first, I was like, is this how the Yorubas feel about us? Until I come to say these guys they on payroll for Niger, I say okay, I forgive them. Not be Igbophobia. They say them the perpetrators they follow for what they happen for Niger. But I look them say, if only you know and understand that what goes around comes around. There are things you must venture. My brother, I tell you one thing.
Tell us.
Now when they suppress the Igbo man, now when in God they should say in play with them.
Somebody say the more you think you oppress them, the more you motivate them to in fact come out stronger.
Let me tell you one or two things that will shock you, Maiyegun. Canada. Now for Canada, I did. Now white man they define for me who the Igbo man be. You have to talk. Now for Canada, I did. Sit me down. They young me say, na conspiracy their people they do. Say they no one make the Igbo man stand because he get research what they do for US.
Right.
Figure out something biologically will shock them about this race. Now the word way in the race for Igbos. You say no fit allow these people concentrate to, or the world go get yawa. Research about DNA strands. You hear me clearly.
I did deal with you,
so don't say the guy hear me say they figure out that the more DNA strands where you get, the higher IQ where you get. Say their people shock. Say the gap maybe 1, 2, 3. Say the Igbo man's DNA strands, they like 5, 6 ahead of the next coming on board, which they consider as the Jews. But it's not by chance. You know that the first book in the Bible is a clause in Igbo language. Do you know?
Well, you know, I don't, but I mean, I'm so interested in this. Continue.
Genesis in Igbo language is Genesis.
Right.
Genesis means Genesis. Genesis means
does that mean beginning too in Igbo? Genesis. Does that mean
go to the beginning? If we want to say go to the beginning, we say Genesis.
Wow. Wow.
In the Hebrew language, I be Igbo man, but if I hear speaking, I hear spirit waiting in the talk. And I do not think now by chance.
Right.
In Igbo language, our first daughter is called Ada. It is the same thing in Igbo language.
The first daughter.
That name, Israel, is a clause in Igbo language. Israel, you answered God.
Right.
Jerusalem, in Igbo, Jerusalem, saying shouldn't touch me. But I do not think those things are by chance.
Well, they couldn't be. You know, the argument of others is that they don't want the Igbo's ancestry, right, to be completely like aligned with like Christianity and all that. Sure, you get or Judaism and all that. That there are other part of them or part of Igbo that is more traditional, not that way. And apart from that, it's quite a unique one, a very, very unique discovery because I've read it somewhere too. I have.
You know, there's a lot of things that the white people whitewashed. They don't know. There's a lot of things they whitewashed. And one of such things is like making you believe, they are better off than us.
I know.
I did for Canada, they fix my motor. When I go point a problem, they go say they know they fix them. Say it's not possible. I go laugh. They will wonder why I'm laughing. I said, if it is not so, a young boy will just...
But that's true.
By this time, tomorrow, saying don't couple the engine. They go, they look me, they wonder. I carry phone for Niger, enter Canada. My phone no they receive service. I carry a waka everywhere to go unlock the phone. I said, bring the phone where you lock for Canada. Make a carry and go Niger. That same day, if I know use and call you, no be Niger where I go. Who teach them how to unlock phone? Even people who build the phone, know they fit repair the phone. But my people, they fix the phone. You think it comes by chance?
It is not
Those
by
things
chance.
don't just come by chance.
No, nothing is by happenstance. No.
You see our artwork. You share my Scotland where you do. For your museum there, you see our artwork full everywhere.
Everywhere now.
You think saying artwork? You think saying artwork they can come for our side? Plus, my papa them they back for River Niger. Then they tell me say Mongo Park discovered River Niger.
Imagine.
Is that madness?
Place where people say, you know, our forebearers they talk about. They say they don't they go there, go bath, go fetch water, go do things. So, you know, before Mongo Park, Papa Bona. See, ma take another one. Thank you so much.
It is just something. It's just something in Nigeria where we say we lose war. The story where we they hear. Even some of the things where they talk, we go hear. We still go talk because we lose war.
I know.
I studied at the University of Nigeria. I reached one place one day. I come to wonder why this department is the lecture. Everybody turned, they look me while I'm asking the question. They asked, why is this department not there open? The lecturer took me aside and said, that question where you they ask, fit cost make they arrest me. I said, why they go arrest me? He said, if anybody open that door today, before tonight, say 82 give, go show. I say, why? What didn't tell me? Say that place where all the armories where Biafra carry, they operate during the war, and they produce them.
Wow.
So they sabi what we do now. See, it's not by chance. To tell you the truth, what can that man tell me here? They talk say everything where they happen, even the xenophobic attack from the Yorubas to the Igbo, say not be Yoruba be the issue. Say if Yoruba come up say, watch, another tribe will spring up. Say they are paid to do what they are doing. Watch now. Before it's not
take another one because of our time. I mean, I could listen to you all night, by the way. Pato, see, I hope I'm lucky to hear from you again some other time. Patrick, thank you so much. Yeah. I'm going to take another one before we begin to wrap it up. Okay. Hello there.
Hello, MaiyegunDiary Politico, Baba.
Hello, ma.
I am very happy. My name is Ola.
Yes,
I'm calling from the US.
Lady Ola, our lady. Please, ma.
I always tell some of my friends that Àdúrà ò ràn, èpè kò ràn, Nàìjíríà ò lè dá. Now, I was able to discover some little things about, each culture in Nigeria. That once Nigeria divides, every region can deal with their ways. They can deal with their honorable thieves.
Yes, sir.
They can deal with their honorable apayan, honorable olori buruku.
100%.
We can deal with them. Take for instance, one of the things that every tribe has to stop nonsense of an idiot, like in Yoruba land, when you look at an elderly idiot, call him Omo Ale. He will stop everything he's doing and listen and see why are you calling him Omo Ale. So we can deal with them that way. When it comes to the Igbo people, one of the things they do is for a little boy to see an idiot red cap chief and call him, oh yeah, hey, the chief will look at him like, wow, why do you call me that name? So we can deal with each other that way.
In our own different
and there's in our own different. The Hausa people has their own. And I want to say something again. I want to plead with our Igbo people that they should please. Anytime the memorandum come up, they should not beg anybody to come with them. Because if they should do, that's the beginning of another civil war. Because, like, take for instance, in the old region, you know, the eastern region has the all other tribes, like all these Asari, Dokubo,
the Jaws, Yorubas,
you know, the Jaws, Yorubas.
You know, and all that.
Now, yes, you know, now everybody eyes don't open. The Jaws will never go with them. The Yoruba will never go with the Igbos. And even though if Igbo states cannot go together, let them stay on their own.
Yes.
You know, I was talking to a guy in America here. The guy was from Georgia, Georgia in Europe. Do you know the whole of that country, they are not up to 500 million? No. Sorry, they are not up to 500,000.
5 million, okay.
They are not
I know that of Malta. I know Malta's population is less than 500,000, except they are more now. But Georgia is also very small. Very small.
There's no state in the Igbo land that is not over 2 million.
No state, you are right. There's no state in Igbo.
That means each state in Igbo land can just be a country by themselves. And I really, you know, love the way the Igbos are. Once Nigeria break up, the Igbos will be the China of Africa, the Dubai of Africa. Because, Baba, ẹni tó bá lè jíyàn wò, tó bá lè ṣe nǹkan tó jíwò, ọ̀gá ni o.
Kò easy o.
If Igbos can imitate something, and that thing looks like the ones made from somewhere,
like the original,
and you can hardly, yes, it looks like the original, only because it is made in Nigeria, so we see it to be inferior.
No, now
that
it's
is
because
just
of
the problem.
not too much money for quality production, which is what they should have been if they have their own country and they invest. Let me tell you something, man.
Oh my goodness.
See, apart from when they talk about Igbos having business and all of that, some people have no idea that there is actually something about them that Harvard universities and some top citadel all over the world actually studied this mechanism, right? Igbos knows how to create wealth. Igbos knows how to spread wealth. Igbos knows how to spread, skills. You know what I mean? Talent.
Yes.
They can pass it on in a way that it doesn't matter whether you are from their family or not. It doesn't matter. Once you are interested, if they want to put you in the trade line,
and it doesn't matter if you are a graduate or not, they do it very perfectly.
You know another thing I discovered, man, right? They have a system whereby one person, the whole community, they may just say, Our Lady, Ola, we are giving you 2 million naira. Now this community gathered the money for you. You know that this 2 million naira, we expect you to turn it around for the sake of this community. Remember, we are very poor that put all this together, Abi. Now, when he gets to, he will now take the money. They will say, now, what do you call it? He will now start looking for others. If that money is not enough to run the business he wanted, right? He will now start looking for others to match the money. Now, when he becomes somebody who has his own small business like this, he is already in the process of bringing others to attach as apprentice to learn the rope, the trade, the commerce, the transfer, everything about it. And the day you said you are no longer an apprentice, they have that system that is a must. Nobody has ever failed. It's a must. They must set you up for your own business. You can start the same business your guy is doing.
And they keep rolling the money like that.
Yes, ma. The same business your guy is doing, you can start it. Your guy will open the same shop for you here. Give you money here. Show you his supplier. And they'll tell them to start giving you that same supply until that thing spread. And it became a generational wealth for them.
Definitely. Yes, they are so good. Then I want to say something about these service chiefs that Kalu just have on. So from the trend of the way Kalu and his Yoruba cabal, the way they rule, right? They will want to make friends from those service downs.
Yes, sir.
So I can bet you many of these service chiefs, many of them are due for retirement. And they just put them there in the next 3 months, 5 months, they will retire them and put some more set of people. That is how I believe that's how they're going to do it. Then I want to welcome the Agbadomites with their new slogan.
The Agbadomites.
The Agbadorians. Their new slogan.
Yes, ma'am.
Anytime they hear APC, they should say change. APC change. Third time, APC change. Shake it.
Change.
That's what they go see.
Right.
Change shake it. Change shake it. That's what they will see. Thank you so much, Maiyegun. You really give people, a way to express, their thoughts and everything. And thank God for the social media that is putting everything out there for everybody to just tap on it and say their mind.
You see, if anybody wants to be ignorant in this day and time, it is a choice, yo. You know, ma.
It's a choice.
You can no longer say, but I didn't know that now. I mean, I don't know that is happening. It's your choice, oh. If you want to be ignorant now.
It's your choice, oh.
Information is everywhere.
Just tap on Google.
Yes, ma'am.
Just tap on Google. Who is my great grandfather? Google will tell you something.
Bless you.
Yeah, so Google will tell you something.
I know. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Maiyegun.
Bless you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You have a good evening, okay? This is where we're going to draw the curtains tonight. I appreciate everyone who has been part of this. I do. And I hope we will do same again tomorrow. Enjoy your evening or your day if you are not yet in the evening, wherever you are. Thank you. Before you go, please, you can still like this broadcast. You can still share it. And then when I come on next time, you will be one of those to be notified. So thank you to everybody. I will see you some other time. Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Maiyegun Diary, Diary Politico. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin ti ń rúfin òwò.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúrọ̀ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ra jù.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.